trained as a writer. I went to graduate school up here and got an MFA in fiction writing, and I met my girlfriend there. When we moved down to Georgia, we wanted to finish novels we were working on. There was nobody buying my novel, so I had to I was like, well, you know, what do you do now? I get the steel in big sheets. This is what's left over from the last sheet that I used. The whole idea behind steel, at least for knives, is that you want your steel to be nice and hard so it'll hold an edge. Once you pass a certain point, it gets brittle and it'll chip. So it's that balance. You want it hard, but you also want it tough. I take it over to the chop saw and hack out the rough shape. Then I bring it over here and I use a work rest on this and rough out the shape on that. And then I finish up over here on my horizontal grinder where I can get, you know, the exact, this is perfectly 90 degrees, so I get it right. And then after that's done, I'll take it over here and drill it. And then it's ready to go to heat treatment. It's a lot about the heat treatment. If that's not right, it's just, you know, a hunk of junk steel. About 2 weeks later, they come back, and that's when I start grinding the bevels in them. I take this off, so this is slack. And then when I push it into it, it sort of gives a little bit, you know? So that's how I get that. And then I go to handles. I'll scribe out the basic shape. So I'll go and, you know, do them roughly. All these things I have to do up through different grits. I start at usually like 60 grit, 120 grit being how rough the belts are that I'm using. Then I'll take it over here and strop it, sort of like you would a razor, you know, just. The difference between like a $100 knife and like a $400 knife is like all in the details. I spend a lot of time with each single knife, you know, from start to finish. And if it's a good knife that's balanced well, you know, it's like a part of you. It'll move through something the way, you know, it'll go where you point your eyes there and it'll move there. I'm really happy to come into work and every day and be able to like think about a new design. I need to design like a cheese knife now, and I'm working on like a boning knife. Things like that are exciting to me. The sort of high-end kitchen knife market is totally dominated by the Japanese makers. You can get a knife here, you know, in Brooklyn that's every bit as good as anything you can get in Japan. I put this stuff up against anything out there.